Hi everyone. So last session I give the summary. Last session we discussed about templates, right? Template. Okay, creating template like template modes, template sections, and how to create the template, how to create template, and we discussed about what is template type and what is template. So these all we discussed in the last session. Okay, and we discussed about the sling models as well. Sling models, when we author the dialog, the data will be stored in the content node and we can inject that content node by using at the rate value map value and to fetch those data towards the HTML by using slightly expression and there is a concept that is sling models. Okay, there are two ways to inject. One is resource data, second one is the string script server request class. Okay, we are familiar with that one, once we are familiar with that one, next we have the concept. There is a OSGi concept. OSGi. The question is, what is OSGi? What is OSGi? OSGi meaning Open Service Gateway Initiative. Gateway Initiative. Okay, so the thing is here. So any big project we can divide it into multiple modules. Microservice oriented project. For example, there is a big project that you can divide it into multiple modules. Okay, there is examples also. I can show you that one as well. So introduction to OSGi, I would say Open Services Gateway Initiative, and this is launched in 1999 year. Initial company name is OSGi.organization. OSGi.organization. Initially, the company OSGi they focused on devices, embedded devices only. We are using Eclipse. Everybody is using Eclipse, right? Eclipse also implemented by OSGi organization only. OSGi organization only. So these are the some implementations. Basically, OSGi contains interfaces and implementations. Other companies they will provide. Like these are the Apache Felix, Eclipse Equinox, Spring DM, okay, Nope, Flarefish. These are the they will provide the implementations. They will provide the implementation. So here, what you will be understood, what is OSGi? OSGi meaning Open Services Gateway Initiative, and introduced year 1999, and initial they targeted as embedded devices, and so like in Eclipse also we use the OSGi. The Eclipse also introduced OSGi only. OSGi only. Okay, fine. So what are the advantages with the OSGi? Why we are only going with the OSGi? Because there are some advantages. What are the advantages? First one is the OSGi maintain a list of classes and provided the bundle names. It is easy to find out while class loader searching for the class. Okay, so why we are going with the OSGi? There are number of advantages will be there. So what are the advantages? These are the advantages. So first one is the fast. Fast meaning OSGi contain list of classes and provided bundle names. It is easy to find out while class loader are searching for the class. Searching for the class. Next one is reduce the complexity. So entire website. For example, if you take the Amazon, Flipkart, and some stock market website, they're very big websites. That very big website you can divide into multiple modules. Meaning, so front end team they can work on the in front end module. So they don't need to come to the back end module. Okay, that is a module. So whatever the I mean, the tickets will be there, and they can go to that front end module, and they can able to work on the front end module only. If you go with the back end module we have the Java. Basically, all Java classes and all we can implement it, that we can deploy in the bundle. That we can deploy in the OSGi bundle. So one more advantage with the OSGi is entire application can be divided into multiple modules and allows the parallel development, meaning all the teams at a time they can do the parallelly development, meaning all they can front end team they can implement the front end code, and back end team they can implement the back end team. So that is the very big advantage in the OSGi. OSGi entire application can be divided into multiple modules and allows the parallel development. All teams parallelly they can work, and parallelly they can deployment. They can do the deployment. Okay. Next, reuse. So this is one more advantage in the reuse, right? OSGi component model makes it easy very to reuse many third-party components in your applications. So this is also one advantage in the OSGi, and generally in OSGi components are normal components. Once you created those components, you can reuse multiple times across the channel. And third party applications also you can reuse by using OSGi. Okay. Next, dynamic updates. For example, currently we are working on 6.5 version. Okay, so after 4 months or 5 months, okay, if Adobe team they release the 6.5.2 and all, so we can immediately able to get the notification, that is the new version, they release the new version, and you have to update. So that is, I would say, dynamic updates. So with the help of OSGi, it can able to directly, it can get the dynamic updates. Next one is easily deployment. We can do the development, and once the implementation has completed, we can easily, all the teams they can parallelly, they can do the deployment. They can do the deployment as well. And versions, we can easily change the versionings meaning, for example, 6.5.2, if this version is not working properly, then you can change to 6.5.1. Previous version you can change to 6.5.1. Easy version, that is called versioning. Next we have the lazy meaning bundle can be started eagerly, but they can also configure to start when another bundle is using them. So this means, like for example, same OSGi console, if you are trying to deploy the multiple modules, and you can stop one bundle, and whatever the bundle you want to running, that you can maintain by using this option. Obviously our code is secure because we are using the Java, and parallel different teams they can able to working in the different modules as well. So these are the features available in the OSGi. What is OSGi? Hmm. Open Services Gateway Initiative. What are the advantages? What is the first advantage? Fast means OSGi maintains the list of classes and provided the bundle names. It is easy to find out while class loader and searching for class. Next up, reduce complexity. Entire application can be divided into multiple modules and allows the parallel development. Next, reuse. Reuse means OSGi component model makes it very easy to use many third-party components in the application. Next up, dynamic updates. Next up, easy deployment. next versioning, next lazy and secure, lazy and secure. Okay, okay, fine. There is a diagram for this. For this entire application can be divided into multiple models. That I can tell you with one example. Uh, so coming to here, so what they are doing, they are constructing one bridge. They are constructing this, right? Yeah. Nowadays, everybody is they are constructing the bridge like this. But in old days, how they constructed the bridge? Entire bridge they can constructed into single piece. So if any where in that single piece bridge, like some cracks and all, so if you want to repair and all, so that will take more time. That is not recommended approach. So what nowadays everybody is doing, this bridge, these are the pieces they can the factory which is available inside the city or somewhere, and all the pieces they will be manufactured in that factory, and from factory to wherever the bridge is constructing, they can bring from there to here, and they will be constructing the bridges like this. In future, for example, in if anywhere the bridge will be cracked, for example this is the piece, this will be cracked, then what they will do, simply they can replace with this piece. So this is the good approach, or a single piece is the good approach, meaning entire bridge you can able to construct single piece. That is not a good way. Okay, that is not a good way. Basically what all the people nowadays are doing, entire bridge they can constructed, they are constructing with multiple pieces. These pieces they can I would say they will be manufacturing on factory, and from that from there to here they can bring through trucks and all, and then they can construct the bridges by using multiple pieces. Multiple pieces, this is actually the recommended approach. For example, if you take phone also, phone is also combined of battery and combo and all, right? So phone, if combo will break, you can easily replace the combo. You no need to change entire mobile, right? So same way in our project also we are doing the same. There are entire project can divide into multiple modules. Front end team they will be working on the front end module only. So back end team they can work on the back end module only. Okay. So entire project you can divide into multiple modules, and you can do the parallel deployment, and you can do the parallel development as well. Okay, fine. Now, so in this OSGi, there are multiple questions will be there. There are multiple questions will be there. What are the questions? First question is, what is bundle? What is bundle? This is the first question. So bundle contains what? Bundle contains what actually it contains? Dart class files. Bundle contains Dart class files, resources, resources. If I open this one, so see here some metadata, some metadata. Bundle contains what it contains: Dart class files, resources, and metadata. Metadata coming to here, resources meaning .xml files, .jpg files. These all the I would say the images and all comes under the category of resources. Dart class files meaning our Java classes. Metadata meaning it will contain the data about like bundle name and bundle version. This kind of information. This metadata.mf file will contain. Okay, so What is bundle? Bundle is combination of dot class files, resources and metadata. Okay. Is there any proof? Like, can we see that one practically? Yes, you can see that. I can show you where this is my project June batch, and simply I am going inside June batch, and there is a backend module, right, code and target. Uh, Bundle extension is .jar. .jar. Okay. Can I open this one? Yes, you can open. You can open that one. There actually there is a option decompiler. You can download a decompiler from the Chrome. You can download a decompiler from the Chrome. So in my case, I am downloading decompiler from the Chrome. So simply you can look with the decompiler Java, and I am downloading from the Chrome. So in your case also you can download. Okay, you can download. In my case, I am downloading. So go and download the GUI. I am downloading this one, and from that you can download. In my case, I am downloading this mini.java. This is my Windows, right? I am downloading this one. So decompiler, which is used to open the jar files. So bundle means it is the combination of dot class files, resources and metadata. So this I want to see practically. If I want to see practically, I am downloading the decompiler. I am downloading the decompiler. So simply I am opening the decompiler. This is in the this is in the format of zip. I need to extract this one. I'm doing the extraction. Simply right click on it, and there is an option extract all, and please do the extract. Extract done. Open the gun. This is decompiler. Decompiler application. I am opening that one. Simply right click on it. There is the option open option. Okay. I am opening that one. Okay. Decompiler application has opened. Now whatever the jar file I want to see, so the jar file which is available in my project. What is my project? My project is June batch, and this is under the June batch. I want to go. These are the modules. I said like entire big project we can divide it into multiple modules, right? This is a big project. This big project I divided into multiple modules. All backend team, meaning Java developers, they can work on the core module. All the front end team, they can work on the front end modules. Okay, so based on their respective modules, all the teams they can work parallelly. They can work and parallelly they can implement. Parallelly they can do the deployment as well. As of now, I am going with the core module, and there is a target and there is a .jar file. I want to open this .jar file. If I want to open this .jar file, there is a decompiler. Yeah, go to file, and you can uh, go to this PC and desktop. My project is present in the desktop. Next, there is a June batch project. This is my project. Go inside the June batch project and go to core and go to the target, and there is a .jar and open that one. See here what it contains. This is the like all jar files, meaning if I open different modules like different folders, filters, listeners, models, schedulers, I would say servlets and all, right? If I open this, you guys please see what it is containing. It is containing dot class files. Next one is it is containing meta INF. If I open the meta INF, so here if you see here it is contain what? Dot XML files. Dot XML files. Now are you guys clear? Like what is bundle? Bundle contains dot class files, resources and metadata. I am this is the practical. If you open the dot jar, you can verify like those are available or not. Yes, all are available. It contains dot class files, and if I open OSGi, it contains dot XML files. If I open the metadata, and it can contain the information about the bundle version, next who created, JDK version, all the information which is having the metadata. Our project might be depends on other frameworks as well, and those frameworks we need to import, and what are the frameworks we are using, all the information which is available in the meta INF. Meta INF. Now, are you guys clear with my statements? What is bundle? Bundle contains dot class files, resources, and metadata. And metadata. Okay. Next question is what is the difference between bundle and jar? What is the difference between bundle and package? Bundle and package. So bundle meaning Java team, they can write the implement the dot class files. So we can make it as the bundle that we can deploy into the system console. In case of package, we have the package front end modules, right? Front end modules are like UI apps and UI front end. Next we have UI all and UI config. These are the front end modules. Okay, all front end module data we can make it as the package. Already we discussed how to make packages and how to upload packages. We can make it as the packages, and that packaged content we can move from one environment to another, one environment to other environment. Okay, these are different environments in the IT. Like first one is the dev environment. So wherever like initially we can implement the code and all, right. This is dev environment. Okay. So before dev environment, locally we can check in our local. We can check in our local, and in our local our code is working fine and all. We can raise the pull request, and that our code we can push to dev environment. This is dev environment, and after that there we have the testing environment. Testing environment. So their testing team will be there, and they can check whatever the components and pages which we developed. So they can go through each one, and then they can verify if there any issue with that thing. They can raise the bug, and then again they can uh, back to dev environment. Okay. Next we have testing environment, and we have the pre-prod or pre-live. So the names will be changed from company to company, but the thing is pre-prod meaning before the live. So there are some team members will be there. Okay, before live, the team member stakeholders will be there, and they can check whatever the work given by the developers. So they has the project is uh, based on the expected or not. They can check if everything is okay, then they can move the our content to live. Live is production. Live is the production. So here, if I want to put I would say move the content from one environment to another environment. There is a dev environment, and I want to move the content from dev environment to testing environment. So simply what I do the packages. I do the packages in dev environment. Those packages I could upload in testing environment. This is how I do. So uh, everybody they can follow the same thing. Okay, everybody whoever is working in the AM domain, so they will be working in the same domain, same concept. If they want to move the content from dev environment to testing environment, simply they can do the packages and they can move from one environment to another environment. Now the question is, what is the extension for the package? What is the extension for the package? What is the extension for the bundle? Extension. Extension for the bundle. Here I can write bundle and this is the package. The bundle extension is .jar and the package extension is .zip. .zip. Bundle contains .class files and resources and metadata. Resources and metadata. Metadata. In case of package contain all front-end data. All front-end data. All front-end data. So this is the question they will ask. What is the difference between bundle and package? And there we have the two comments as well. If you want to deploy the entire project, then there is a command -clean install -p auto install single package. Single package. This is a command for to deploy entire project. To deploy entire project. Entire project. And there we have one more command, that is -clean install -p auto install bundle. Auto install bundle. This is the command for to deploy only the core module. To deploy only core module. So every time, for example, you implemented Java classes, every time no need to deploy entire project. If you want to deploy entire project, it will take at least 2 to 8 minutes. Okay, and every time no need to deploy entire project. For example, you made the changes in the only the core module, then no need to deploy entire project, right? Or you can able to do only deployment wherever you made the changes. Okay, if you want to deploy only the backend module, then simply you can use the command, that is -clean install -p auto install bundle. This is for deploying the only the backend module. Backend module. Okay. Okay, fine. Next up. So here we try to understand OSGi component and OSGi service. OSGi component and OSGi service. Generally, all in AEM, all backend topics are nothing but normal Java classes only. Normal Java classes. If you take string models, any servlets, event listeners, event handlers, any backend topic you can take, all are normal Java classes only. OSGi component and services also normal Java classes only. Normal Java classes only. But why we are going with the OSGi component service? Because normal Java classes cannot listen events of the nodes. Cannot listen events of the nodes. Events of the nodes. Normal Java classes, all are Java backend topics, all are Java classes. but normal Java class cannot listen the events of the nodes. What is node? Node meaning everything. Everything in AM will be stored in the format of node only, right? If you delete the node, if you update the node, that's all comes under the events of the nodes, right? Normal Java classes they cannot listen. They cannot listen events of the nodes. So that is the reason normal Java class you can convert it into OSGi component and service. Normally, what is the syntax for the normal Java class? First one is the access specifier, class keyword. Hmm. For example, I am taking the name as for demo is the normal Java class name. Now this is what? This is normal Java class. Normal Java class, they cannot directly listen the events of the nodes. So that is the reason what I am doing. This normal Java class I am converting to component. How could I do? There is a annotations at the rate component meaning, so I am declaring normal Java class as at the rate component by using at the rate component annotations. There are some annotations we will use in the OSGi component and service. Those annotations are called R7 annotations. R7 annotations, also called as OSGi annotations. OSGi annotations. We have first one is the at the rate component annotation, and next we have at the rate activate annotation, and next we have at the rate deactivate annotation, next we have at the rate modified annotation, and next we have at the rate reference annotation, and next we have at the rate object class definition annotation, object class definition, and next these all are at the rate. You can mention the at the rate. This is also at the rate, and at the rate, and this is also at the rate. And next we have the annotation that is at the rate designate, at the rate designate annotation, at the rate designate annotation. These are the annotations. So at the rate component is the annotation which is used to declare declare normal Java class as OSGi component. Normal Java class as OSGi component. Okay, so if you see here, without this annotation, this is normal Java class only, right? Public access specifier and class keyword, and demo is the class name. If I not mention any annotation, then that is normal Java class. When I declare normal Java class with at the rate component, now this is the OSGi component. Now what is the purpose of at the rate component, which is used to declare the normal Java class as OSGi component. Next we have the activate. Activate meaning which is used to activate, which is similar to there is a methods like init method, service method, and destroy method. How the human have the life cycle, like the human can born and the human can survive, and the human, so finally human also terminate, right? So here also this OEG service also have the life cycle. So human service will be activate, that will be deactivate, and that will be modified. That will be modified. So these are the three options we have. At the rate activate, service can activate, and next deactivate and modify. Okay, so here I would mention which is used to activate the any method which is used to activate the bundle, or you can write activate any method or service, and next we have deactivate which is used to deactivate and this is which is used to modify the service. Next, reference meaning if you want to inject one service into the another service, then there is a annotation that is at the rate reference. Reference is the annotation which is used to inject one service into another service. One service into another service. Another service is called at the rate reference annotation. At the rate reference annotation. Next, there is an annotation that is object class annotation, object class definition. So here in OSGi component and OSGi services, so here one more very big advantage would be there. That big advantage is we can read the dynamic values. We can read the dynamic values. Dynamic values. We can read the dynamic values using OSGi configurations. OSGi configurations. OSGi configurations. So generally, dynamic values meaning, for example, if any website, normally I will take with the iPhone, Apple iPhone website. For example, they want to re-release again iPhone 16 Pro. iPhone 16 Pro, they want to re-release. Okay, and so they want to give the offer for Amazon Prime members. Amazon Prime members, like I will give the some dates. For example, this is the date. Today is the 30, right? For example, I am giving 10 July to 15 July. 15 July. This is Amazon Prime members and non-Prime members. Non-Prime members. So they actually start the live 12 to 15. 12 to 15 July. So these dates I want to. These are the dates I want to give the dynamically. So there is a concept OSGi configurations, and so through that we can give the values dynamically. We can give the values dynamically. So after 15, if they want to extend 15 to 17, so that they can do dynamically. So without touching any code base, if they want to change the values, if they want to extend the offers, so they can do that one. They can do that one. So in Amazon also, when the sales will be started and some time is running, so that time and they can give the like start date and end date. So these all we can do by using OSGi configurations. OSGi configurations. So here the definition for the OSGi class definition is which is used to make properties as dynamically, class as dynamically, class as dynamically. And there is a one more annotation that is at the rate attribute definition. At the rate attribute definition. At the rate attribute definition is the annotation which is used to make properties as dynamically. Properties as dynamically. And there is a one more annotation and which is used to establish the connection between dynamic OSGi configuration class and normal Java class, which is used to establish the connection between OSGi configuration class and implementation class. So these are the I would say annotations we have in OSGi. What are the annotations? At the rate component, at the rate activate, at the rate deactivate, at the rate modified, at the rate reference, at the rate object class definition, and at the rate attribute definition, and at the rate designate, and at the rate designate, at the rate designate. Okay, okay, fine. Now, so from starting onwards, I'm sharing with you. So whenever you are working with the real time scenario, you have to familiar with some of the real time tools as well, right? What are the real time tools? I said multiple times. I thought uh, like first one is Git, next one is Jira, and Logger, and Postman. Next, debugging, and SonarQube, and Jenkins, and Maven, and Docker. Any domain, if you want to work with the real-time scenarios, you have to familiar with these real-time tools. Logger tool. Okay. Now, what today we can do? We can take a normal Java class. That normal Java class we can convert into OSGi component, and we can create one logger tool, and that we can deploy. And that loggers is printing on the logger file or not. We can check that one. Okay. So make sure open your AIM instance. There is a author folder, and then double click on it, then your AIM instance will open. Okay. Now go to your backend folder. Go to your code base. This is my IDE. In my case, I am using VS Code as IDE. So in your case, whatever you are comfortable, you can use like VS Code, IntelliJ, okay, Eclipse, anything you can use. So in my case, I am using VS Code as the IDE. Okay. Now for services, there is a folder. If folder is not there, you can create the one folder. Go to the core module and create. I am creating services. Okay, inside services, I would like to create Java class. Take a new file and take normal Java class. Okay, I am mentioning normal demo as the Java class I am taking. Okay, this is the normal Java class. This is normal Java class or not? This is what? This is normal Java class. This normal Java class I want to convert into OSGi component. How could I do? Simply you can declare with at the rate component at the rate component. Okay, so it will give the sessions. You need to wait 1 or 2 minutes. When you are looking for the component and all, it will give the sessions. Now again I can type the at the rate component. So this is loading now itself, right? So that is the reason. Initially it is taking 1 or 2 minutes. I have to wait. So the session is not loading as of now, but 1 or 2 minutes. So look for the component, it will give the suggestions. You have to import respective package component. Simply click on that, and so now this is component. Okay. Okay. So inside we have to pass immediate equal to true. These are some attributes I am passing, meaning when I deploy the bundle, immediately the component will be triggered. Enabled also true. Enabled also true. Are you guys clear with my statement? Okay. So inside this one, I am creating logger file. I told you like you need to familiar with the logger tool also, right? Okay. So directly I am creating the logger tool. So there is a syntax for creating the logger tool: private static and the logger tool. You can look for the logger. So when you look for the logger, ID will give the many suggestions. ID will give the many suggestions. You can go with only SLF4J only. SLF4J is the framework. It can be integrated with the only the AM. So apart from that, if you go with any other one, that will not work because AIM is integrated with SLF4J only. So make sure you have to import SLF4J package only. So simply click on that and the logger, and there is a variable name I am giving log equal to logger factory. You can look with the logger factory and everything will be same package SLF4J. We are using the logger tool and completely that is coming from the this package only. You have to make sure you have to import the same package as well. Same package as well. Logger factory, and simply I am going with that logger factory dot. Next we have get logger. My class name is get logger, and whatever the class I want to mention, that class name I am copying, and simply I am passing that class name inside logger dot class. Okay. Okay, fine. Now here I am creating, there are three methods. Three methods I am creating. So first one is public void active. This is normal method. This normal method I am converting into life cycle by using at the rate component. At the rate component. So make sure you have to import respective packages as well. Activate, and next I would like to take one more method, public void deactivate. Deactivate, and this is the scope of deactivate method. And next we have public void update method or any other method names. You can take anything. Public void update, and this is the scope of the method. And this method I am annotating with deactivate. Deactivate, mention at the rate deactivate. uh, you have to import the respective packages. Deactivate at the rate deactivate. Deactivate. Okay, and with respect to here also you can do at the rate modified. At the rate modified, and here I am passing simply some message, that is actually log dot info, and here I would mention some, this is some dummy message I am passing. Message coming from the message coming from the activate method. Activate method. Next up, same thing, same message I am doing the copy, and then I am pasting in deactivate as well, and here I would mention deactivate, and here also I would mention modify. Okay, so this is a simple program I written, and this I can do the deployment, and then we'll see. Make sure the file will be saved. Okay, now we can do the deployment. So there are two ways to deploy. One is directly go to your project and then you can do the deployment. Go to June batch and as of now I'm first time like you can do the entire project from next time onwards wherever we made the changes you can do deploy that one. I'm opening my CMD and maven clean install -b auto install single package. This is the command which is used to deploy the entire project. Okay, so it is deploying and after the deployment we will see like it is coming on. We need to create one logger file. We'll see how to create logger file and all. Okay. Go to your project and create a logger file. Go to tools and go to tools, go to operations, web console and check the bundle timestamp. OSGi bundles. Our batch bundle name is June, right? Click on this, you will get the bundle timestamp. See, this is what June 30, time is 37. Time is 37. This is bundle timestamp. Okay, fine. Bundle is also okay. Now go to Slim. There is a log support. Go to the log support and create logger file. Create logger file and mention. I am mentioning like a demo.log and you have to give the path, the class path you need to give. And simply this is the services.jmo and save that one. Okay, so logger file has created. Now you can check the logger will be created or not. Go to your AEM. This is my AEM. There is a author folder. Go inside. There is a quick start. Go inside, and there is a log files. And there is a demo.log. Yeah, this is the demo.log. You can open that demo.log. This I am opening with VS Code. Now we can do the deployment again. So as of now, what I am doing, instead of doing the deployment again, so here itself I can upload the bundle. Go to the bundles and there is an option called install. Go to that install and start bundle and choose the file. June batch, targeted file 4 and targeted file. Simply click on that jar file and open that one. and install and update. Install and update. So see here, the message is coming from the activate and deactivate. So where actually the logic we written in the Java backend. When I create the logger file and when I deploy the bundle into here, and it is displaying the message in the logger file. So in your case, your assignment is create one OSGi component, create logger files, and pass some dummy messages. In my case, I return the dummy message like this. In your case, any dummy message you can take, and you can deploy that one, and then that you should be displayed in the logger file. That you should be displayed in the logger file. Okay, this is all about today. So we can continue tomorrow, like how we can call service and all that we can do. See this tomorrow. Any questions in this area? Anyone? Any queries you have, please let me know.
Nothing, Krishna.